All right, happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
It's a very special Monday. And it's not your normal Monday. It's your happy birthday Monday, happy born day Monday. It is Azel's birthday.
It's my birthday.
We want to get that first announced out there.
Yes.
And then we're going to welcome you to the Mind Elevation.
Let me turn the mic up so everybody hear me on my birthday.
Her birthday, you hear that?
It's my birthday. Happy 45.
Wow. You
Yes.
for 45. I read that you got carded today.
Yes. Oh, my God. My girl took me out to lunch. I sat there and I ordered a margarita. And the girl was like, can I see some ID? And I was like, ID? I was so loud. Because I wanted everybody in the restaurant to hear that I got carded.
She probably jumped up and did the jig while she was sitting there.
I was
talking
like,
about,
why?
Yes.
I was like, why do you need to see ID? What reason? She was like, well, if you look 35 and under. I was like, 35 and under? I was accentuating every word. I was just like loud. I was like, oh my God, here's my ID. It's my birthday. I was like, I'm 45. She was like, wow, okay, like this nut.
But she was enjoying herself, which is most important.
Yes, I had a beautiful birthday. Thank you, everybody, for the texts. My phone been off the hook since this morning. The text message, the phone calls, the Facebook shout outs. So thank you, I appreciate it. It was a very quiet birthday. This year around, it was a very quiet birthday. So.
Well, it's a beautiful thing to turn a year older. It's a blessing.
1 year closer to retirement. That's what I always say. Yeah.
1 year closer to retirement, Zell. Really?
Yeah.
How about just like 1 year to become better? You become better.
Oh, that too. But when you're closer to retirement, I'm going to get my butt up every morning.
Well, hopefully you're still going to start your practice. And, his birthday.
1 year. Okay, let me put it this way.
It's your personal new year. That's how I see it.
1 year closer to not having to get up for a full-time 8-hour gig anymore.
Okay. That's nice.
I'll never
that's
probably
nice
retire.
But it's a beautiful thing when you think about it. This is your personal new year.
I know. This is I'm like, it's my birthday and it's my birthday. Like, I'm going to do what I want to do because it's my birthday. I'm going to break a law or something. Please stop me. I'm like, it's my birthday. So I'll do what I want to do on my birthday.
I get a get out of jail free card because it's my birthday.
It's my birthday.
Yeah. Imagine that one.
I don't go to jail.
It's your personal purge.
It's my birthday.
Your personal purge.
And I also kind of like was making, because I was like, I'm getting older. It's going to be my birthday. So I was like, I need to really do, make sure, because you're getting older. You're not 20.
Okay.
So I had got reevaluated from my trainer. And I signed up for another year with my trainer.
Okay. Wow.
Because I was seeing, like, I haven't lost weight, but I've lost inches.
Which
a
is
lot
what you
of
lose
inches.
First.
And my body fat went from like 35 to 25, something like that. Yeah, I've seen a lot of inches. They just reevaluated me. So I told my trainer, I was like, from June 1st, the whole month of June, starting June 1st, I'm not drinking no more beer. No more beer. And I was like, I'm going to listen to you, and I'm not going to talk back. And I'm going to do everything you told me to do.
I love you. But you said you got carded at lunch. What were you drinking? A margarita and?
No, that's not beer. I said beer. I ain't saying nothing about anything else. I said beer. It lasted to the second because I'm not good with impulse control. I'm really. My girlfriends and them called me that Friday. Friday, were like, what you doing? I was like, going over your house.
What you drinking?
It's been a day, Zell. 1 day. Like, really?
But they usually say it takes, 15 days for it to become a habit?
Well, I'm like, this is my birthday. Why did I even think about trying to start near my birthday? So
yeah, you should always start the weekend after your birthday.
After, yeah. So Sunday.
If you're like me, I party all the month of my birthday. So all March, I was just...
Yeah, I'm not going to, but I told my trainer, so I'm going to listen to you. I'm not going to back talk anymore. I'm not going to... He was like, oh, this should be fun. That's when he had me in them shackles and stuff. And I couldn't say, I was like... I'm saying, like, what the world? And then he was, like, getting a little too carried away because he was screaming at me and, like, pounding on things. He was like, just do it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm saying, like, okay, I said I wasn't going to back talk. Like...
You're looking at him like, yeah, see, this isn't going to work either.
Yeah, like, now you're pushing it.
So today's topic is...
Today's topic.
What is it?
Gotta hit him with a prenup. Tell that man to ease up. Oh, that's Drake. You don't know nothing about that. It's Drake. That's Drake. So, prenups. What I did, I surveyed 30 men, 30 women, and I broke it down into age groups. I broke it down into 18 to 29, 30 to 49, and 50 plus.
Okay.
I asked 2 questions. I said, if you were in love, you know, like you meet somebody, I love you, you love me, let's get married. Would you say, hey, Johnny, I love you, but first, could you sign this prenup? And then I kind of reversed it, and people kind of didn't realize it was almost basically like the same question.
Okay.
I said, if you were in love and your future partner presented you with a prenup, would you sign it? Because basically prenups benefit both parties.
Correct.
Which I think a lot of people didn't kind of understand. Some people think that prenups are just one-sided, but it's not.
Because one person's coming to the table
with
more than the other.
Yes, but it's not.
Right.
And I was really shocked at the results about what people... And it generated a lot of conversation.
Okay.
I found a lot of women that were between the ages of 18 and 29, which shocked me, were willing to give a prenup and to sign a prenup. But these were women, too, that had master's degrees or they had careers or houses or, you know, they were kind of like established.
Right. And
a lot of the 50 plus, it was kind of split with women. Some said, yes, absolutely. Some said it doesn't matter.
Wow.
A lot of men were most men were like, well, she wants her, I'll sign it, I don't care. Yeah, they just was kind of oblivious to, you know. And some of the younger men said, yes, they would give a prenup.
Wow. So the older men would be like, okie doke about it.
Yeah, like, whatever. You know,
and the
like,
younger ones were like, yeah.
Yeah, I would give her a prenup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. In 2017, I think prenup is very important because now the ceiling between men and women are now becoming
equal. Almost equal.
Almost equal.
And what also shocked me was the fact that only two people said this to me. If we're at that point of marriage, we should have already discussed finances. And I said, wow, 2 people.
But if you're at that point of marriage, you're no longer dating, you become committed, and you're talking about finances, but it's more than that because things change along.
Yeah, but like nobody said, because I notice a lot in relationships, we'll talk about how many people you slept with, do you have a venereal disease, you know, how many lineages of bipolar disorder do you have in your family?
The superficial questions.
But does anybody really sit down and say, what's your credit score? What is your, you know, finances? Like, how are you with credit cards? You know, how are you with saving money? Have you ever declared bankruptcy? Do people really sit down and discuss that?
I think they should because it's a
They should.
You're literally walking into a partnership.
Because what I did one time when I was younger, older lady was telling me, oh, when you're dating a man, you know, you should ask him his credit score. You should find it. And I was like, no, I can't ask him his credit score. And what now I realize looking back is that because I had such jacked up credit, I didn't want to open that gate
to expose yourself.
To expose my own self. To say, you know, oh, I can't handle finances that great, or, you know.
Right.
So, and it was like, it was true. It was really amazing because when some people were like, you know, if I ask God for this man, then this is the man God sent me. And it's like, I'm doubting God. I said, but we're not marrying buildings.
No.
Buildings stay the same. People change all the time.
Correct.
So people evolve and people change.
Yep.
So the person you might have fell in love with a year ago may not be the same person a year and a half later.
A week later.
A week later sometimes, yes. So, and some people were like, majority of everything I heard from the answers was, well, I'm not rich. If I was rich, I'd, sign a prenup, but I'm not rich. So I said, if you have $80 million and somebody takes $40 million, you'll be okay.
Right.
You might have to get rid of a mansion, a boat,
right,
the camel
downsize
in the backyard. Yeah, the tiger, a couple Mercedes. But if you make $60,000 and somebody take 30, you living back with your mama.
Right.
Or you going back to the homeless shelter.
Or you're
that's a
your
significant.
Your lifestyle completely changes.
Completely changes. 80 million to 40 million, you're okay.
Right.
60,000 to 30,000, you're going to feel it.
Correct.
Like wholeheartedly, you're going to feel it. And it's not about, a lot of people was like, well, you don't trust me. If, I have to sign a prenup. Like my ex, I asked him the question and he was like, well, Zell, you know what kind of man I am. So, I've known him, oh my gosh, probably about 20 years almost. And I know he's not that type of person. Yes. But guess what? I'm still signing a prenup. You're going to sign this prenup or we're not going to get married.
Because of the time of age that we are in. It's 2017. Things aren't as a handshake, and what you say you are is what you are. Everybody has this chameleon effect about them. What they say they are really isn't. If you're not signing a prenup, you're not protecting yourself at all.
And one person told me, it's almost like you're saying, I love me enough to protect myself.
Correct.
And if I can't do that, then how can I go into a relationship and say, I'm going to protect you or love you the same way? It's just, I'm loving me enough to protect what I've worked for.
Right. Agreed.
And one person, they were married. She's been married maybe about 30 plus years. And that was the first thing I remember. She said, absolutely, I would do it. Like, absolutely. And she said, and if he presented me with one, I would sign it too. Because I got my own money and he's got his own money and I'm not concerned about his money.
Correct. And whatever you build together, of course, is built together.
Yes.
And that's also added into that prenup to protect each other.
And what people, with a prenup, you have to expose all of your assets. You cannot hide anything. Like if I just accidentally forget I got stock in Coach, I forgot. And we do this prenup and he agrees. And 5 years from now, we want to get a divorce and he finds out that I didn't disclose that, then the prenup's null and void.
But it also, playing devil's advocate, it also deters from that ugly breakup.
Yes, because divorce is hard enough emotionally.
Correct.
Divorce is emotionally hard. Then to go to the financial piece of it is worse.
Right.
Because even if it's like some people divorce and they're like, oh my God, I still love this person. I wish we could still be together. This was supposed to be forever. And some people are like, oh my God, I'm glad, because I was getting ready to wear orange. But it still hurt.
Lose my mind.
Yeah, like it still hurts. So instead, you can deal with that piece instead of going and just continuing from that. And then now you got financial problems.
Correct.
Because what people don't realize is your debt. When you marry someone, that is your debt.
Yes.
Like that is your debt. My ex one time we was talking and he was really sincere. And he was like, Zell, I love you and I want to marry you and, I want to be with you and blah, blah, blah. And just look at me in my eyeballs and, And I turned to him and I said, well, you need to clear up your child support because they're not going to take my check. And he cursed me out. In hindsight, it was kind of ignorant. I don't know.
But it's true, though.
He was spilling his heart out, and I'm just like, well, you didn't declare because they're not going to take my check. And he's just like, damn.
They will
take your check. If anybody has child support, if anybody has fines, student loans,
liens, judgments,
anything. When you become one, guess what?
All of you become one.
All of you become
your money.
The student loan people become yours. The child support people become yours.
Right.
So, and I'm sitting here like, well, I wasn't there when all that was going on.
And regardless who's at fault for the marriage ending, you still are responsible for that joint debt. It becomes joint debt. And it becomes very sticky. Because now, you know what I mean, even though you're sitting before a judge's going to look at you and say, well, it's common debt.
Yeah.
I can't just give it to him because you're telling me you didn't know anything about it. You should have known about it before you entered the relationship.
Probably should have known about it before you got married.
Exactly.
Yeah, before you got married.
So, you know, prenups to me are mandatory now in 2017.
I said I would never get married without one.
Regardless how much anyone earns. I don't care if you're a multimillionaire or a thousandaire.
And people, that was the first thing out of a lot of people's mouths. Like, I'm not rich. But you have pensions. You have, if you making only $50,000 and they take 25, you're going to be hurting.
You homeless.
You're homeless. You are basically homeless.
You're homeless.
So, and it's like, especially if you get married at an age like where I'm at. Mm-hmm. So if I get married at this age, I worked for this. We didn't work together to get all. You didn't talk to nobody. You didn't do a treatment plan. You didn't go to crisis. You wasn't jumping on top of people. You didn't do nothing.
You didn't get threatened.
Yeah, you didn't get locked in hotel rooms. Nothing. I did all this. I built this.
Right.
And then for you to come in, and then all of a sudden something happens, and then now you want half of it. What? And it's not always. People seem to think that men always get strapped. Women, look at Mary J. Blige. Look at Monique. If you are the breadwinner of the home, say you're making $100,000 a year. Your husband, and I've heard of a case where the wife was a nurse or something, RN, and the husband stayed home with the children. When they got divorced, he's getting alimony.
And child support.
Well, no, she has the children. Well, it's kind of like a 50-50, I think.
Okay.
But he gets alimony because now he's accustomed to living a certain way because his wife was the breadwinner. She was the breadwinner.
And that's something that I don't quite understand, because even though women are catching up to men in the workforce, meaning earning about the same amount of money, but sometimes we stay home, but we won't get that lifestyle.
No. And we're still in money-wise, in salary, we're still behind men.
Oh, yeah.
And we still have to be able to take care of children and home and this and that and babysitters. In certain places, women cannot find employment because of the hours.
Correct.
Because they can't find a babysitter.
Correct.
And there's also a thing called, what is it? It's like if I was married and my husband was like, okay, I want alimony. He's like, oh, well, she can earn because she has a license. I think it's projected earnings or something like that.
You have to be kidding me.
Yeah. Where it's like, yeah, she could earn this much because she has a license. So
if anybody has anything to add to this topic, please call in. Phone number of 856-457-5729. Let us know what you think about prenups. Would you do it? Would you not do it? Would you pay spousal support?
I'm not paying nothing. You're going to get hit with a prenup real quick. I'm not paying.
And if you did have a prenup, would you make any stipulations on that?
And plus, prenups can also be amended. They can be amended over time.
But they both have to be agreeing.
They both have to be agreeing. Both parties have to agree on the prenup.
So, and how much would you think a prenup would cost? Is it about the same
And
price as a
honestly,
will?
I think they have a form online
Wow.
that you can complete. Yes.
And you'd probably have to go to a notary.
A notary, yeah. But you have to make sure all your assets are out in the open.
Hey.
Yeah, you have to make sure. Divorces can cost
Divorces can cost anywhere between $400 to $4,000.
Yes. Yeah. And that's if they're not protesting the divorce, because then that can drag on.
And be a whole lot more expensive, because then you have court costs, you have counselors.
A friend of mine said it costs $28 to marry him, but it's going to cost almost over $3,000 to get rid of him. I said they should have that on the courthouse door.
Keyword, till death do us part.
They should have that on the courthouse doors when you go to the courthouse to get married. $28 here, but it costs $3,000. Think about it. Think about it.
That's crazy.
And it's not, and I'm not against marriage, or hopefully one day I will get married before I hit the nursing home. But just know you're going to sign a prenup. Just let that be known.
It's a partnership. Just like a business. We're
yes,
going to a partnership.
It's just like a business.
Right. A business sits down and discusses all their assets and what it is they're projecting to be in the future and all those other things. Why shouldn't your relationship?
But I don't know what it is, but a lot of people will not discuss finances first. It seems like so many people find out things after the fact. Because
they're so in love with the fact of being in love that they forget that after the love goes, it's reality.
And that's where, because women, we are ones that think with our emotions and our feelings, and, and I just kind of want people to think with logic and reason. Love is beautiful. It's a beautiful feeling. Make you happy, make you skip, make you call out of work. But reality, when it comes down to it, reality
is a whole nother
ball game.
Because these are now talking about your physical and mental choices.
And your future. Which one divorce can literally almost damage the rest of your future.
Oh, yes. Yes. You have to really, yes. Yes, because you trust someone to the point that they can damage your whole future with their own irresponsible decisions. Financially, mainly, because if they destroy you financially, it is difficult for you to get back.
Yes, it definitely is.
Onto your bike and start pedaling another way, because here it is, you built all your credit, all your finances, most of your life, depending what age you marry, and once they take that, you are back down to zero, literally.
And credit people, basically, your credit goes a long way. People don't realize how good credit actually carries in this world.
Mm-hmm. And that's why you should think about it when you get into a relationship with someone. It's gearing to that serious. Forget about how cute they are.
Mm-hmm.
Forget about what car they drive. Ask if they can.
Forget about how to make your eyes roll in the back of your head. Forget it.
Make sure they can afford that car payment without you.
Yes.
Make sure they can afford to buy a house if need be. There's more.
Even get a credit card. Even just to get a credit card, can you even get that? And it's not about, and it's almost like you talk to a person how, and it's just like in any kind of marriage, even like at the job. I know people's strengths and people's limitations.
Mm-hmm.
And I feed off of that. I go for this. Oh, well, this one can do this one can do that. So just like in a relationship, if one person is not good with the finances, then guess what? You don't do that.
Right.
If I'm not good at, the household stuff or cooking, then I don't do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So
everybody does, yes,
right.
What you stay in your lane. So if you meet someone, you talk about their credit scores. You talk about, are you good with handling credit? Are you good with paying your bills on time? If they're not, and they are willing, because I'm not saying, oh, well, if you're bad with credit, or, I can't
deal with you.
Yeah, no. But if you're willing to say, hey, you know what? I'm willing to learn how to manage my money better. I'm willing to learn how to do this better. Then, yes.
Right.
But if we get married, guess what? You don't touch that part. Don't touch that. Don't touch that. Because it's amazing how a lot of women let their husbands deal, and some men too. Because some men will just come home and give the paycheck to the wife.
Right.
Oh, here, honey.
Right.
Pay the bills. The next thing you know, they got a foreclosure note on their door, and they like, what happened?
Because neither of them are good at finances, and one was shopping.
Yeah. Like, and you should never come home and say,
she was wearing red bottoms while you were wearing Converse.
Is that a new purse? Nah. Nah, I've been had this. You know, hide it in the trunk, wait till they go to work, bring it in the house. Yeah.
Right.
So one person should never, everybody should be, because I've seen where people, their spouses have left, and it's 3 years, they haven't paid mortgage, and you didn't know?
Right.
How are you not involved with the finances of what's going on in your household?
Because some people rather not, like you said, they're embarrassed of their, oh, I got it. Oh, I got it. Oh, I got it. Don't worry about it. I got it. I'm taking care of it. I took care of it. You know what I mean? So they're busy doing whatever they need to do to make, like you said, you stay in your lane. That they're not focused on what's going on in the other lane.
But see, as a supervisor, I let you stay in your lane, but I got to check. That's just, I'm a supervisor.
You tap on their shoulder. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm
going to let you stay in your lane, but best believe I'm checking behind you.
I need to see receipts.
Yeah. I need to see some receipts. I need to see.
That's a relationship that's compatible.
Yes. And it's not that you're not trusting the person. You're just making sure.
Sort of kind of. Trust.
Sort of kind of.
I'm just going to put that out there.
But to not ever check when it comes to bills. Well, I'm not talking about searching through his phone to see if he's talking to some other. I'm trying not to be homeless. Because you done went out and paid bills somewhere else. You done did something else with the money. I'm going to make, and I'm just one of those kind of people where.
Your money's everything for you.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm going to cut straight to, I know you.
Listen.
I'm going to cut straight to the short. You don't trust anybody when it comes to your finances and your future with your finances.
No. Sorry.
So the prenup.
Sorry. Call it what you want. I don't care. Yeah. I'm the kind of people, like, if I had $20 and later on I'd be like, $10. All right, wait a minute. I spent $1.25 on gum. Then I went and got $3 and some pay. I'm missing 80 cents. Yeah, I'm one of them kind of people. I'm missing 80 cents. Yeah. But it's just that I don't understand how people just do not follow up on that. Like, think that their spouse is paying mortgage, and then all of a sudden 3 years later, they're getting foreclosed, and you didn't know nothing about it.
Right. Because the honesty level is not there.
Yeah.
Because the trust is there where it shouldn't be. And you're right. They should check up on each other.
Yeah.
I mean, it's you shouldn't trust anybody, but you would trust the person you lay next to in bed.
You should trust them.
You should be able to.
And then that person, but see, there's another part to that, because that other person should be honest enough. Something's just not right with that. If you're going to lie for that long period of time and say you paid bills and you didn't, then something's kind of wrong with you.
Right.
It's not really me so much checking up on you, but it's just that if you're lying.
Integrity. It's your integrity
that's
off. I mean, because there's no self-love.
Like,
self-love would stop you from doing those things.
Yes. So, and especially if you're hurting another person.
Right.
Because eventually your spouse is the one that's going to get affected.
Correct.
Because even like with me, I have to, if I'm with someone at that point of marriage, I have to tell them, I have a student loan that's $8 billion. I have it.
So we're not going to go on vacation for like the first 5
and
years
I'm paying it on time. You know, I haven't been in default, because that's another thing. They have to worry about me. What if I don't pay it one day?
Right.
And go into default. That could affect them.
Right.
So I have to be honest. And it's a point about just being honest, sitting down and being honest with another person about everything.
And that's kind of sad that you need a contract in order for people to be honest.
Honest, yes.
You know what I'm saying? I'm all for the prenup because of it, the time of frame we're living in, that people are full of mess. You know, that's no other better word to put it. But it's sad that you can't be honest. In a relationship, your mask is more important to keep up on your face instead of saying this is what it is that I'm dealing with. Am I a fucked up individual? Well, I'm sorry. Am I am I a messed up individual? Yeah. No, you're not, because people mess up.
Yes, people do mess up. They do.
And that's why you find a partner that's compatible to sit there and say, okay, we can work through this together. But in that prenup, it has to be, okay, if I'm helping you do this, if we ever to separate, you owe me kind of a way, because you're now acquiring a debt that was before you.
Before me. Yeah, so and that's just the same with anybody else. If I get married and something happens, they should not have to take responsibility for debt I created before I met you.
Right, but
that's my debt.
But if they choose, it's something you could discuss in a prenup. The prenup is there to protect
both parties.
And we're not only talking about finances. We're talking about if you have children.
There's alimony. There's child support can be put into the prenup.
If your parents get sick and you have to take care of them. This is literally putting an outline to your future with a relationship with someone, correct?
And it's almost like saying, okay, here it is. We're putting it all out here. So you could agree to it or you not, you couldn't. And to me, prenups would alleviate that big elephant in the room that nobody talks about. That, because when people say, oh, well, you don't trust me. But if you sign a prenup, I know I can trust you now. Now you got my full trust.
Because there's transparency.
Yeah, like now we've had it plain and clear that, if something happens, everybody's going away, equal. Mm-hmm. We're going to just go our separate ways with what we came in here with. There's going to be no fighting over finances and dragging this out if something doesn't work. So now we can just focus on the relationship. We don't have to have that little elephant, that big old elephant in the room that nobody want to talk about. Like, oh God, what if he leaves? What am I going to do? Or because things happen and people could say that, even if I get married when I'm 60s,
it's not going to happen to me.
Yeah, because I'm just older. Right now. Well, if I get in a nursing home, because the nursing home control our money. But
depending on how you go into the nursing home, they control your money, sweetheart.
We get $10 allowance.
Depending on how you're going in, they control your money.
He's like, I want $5. This is my money. But now you can enjoy life. You can just enjoy the relationship because now all that's discussed.
True that.
And all that is just done and it's over with and it's out in the open.
And it's not that expensive to do a prenup.
No, it's not.
So stop thinking that, you need buku money.
And stop thinking because you're not a millionaire that you don't need a prenup.
I think, if you're established and you have property or you have anything of value, you should really end a will. Oh, most definitely a will. I think you should get a will as soon as you're 18.
And a will, as far as too, they said that you should get a will with the prenup. Because if the spouse dies and there's no will, then I think the prenup stays invalid.
Correct.
So if you have a will, the will can trump the prenup.
Which it should. Which it will.
Yeah.
The will is actually you.
If you died.
How
you're
dispersing your estate.
Yes.
So, people listen up. It's important information because many of us of color don't believe these things are apply to us. You know what I mean? Cars, house, jewelry. If you have expensive jewelry. Stocks, IRAs, life policies,
pensions. Yeah, life insurance policies.
These are things that no one stops to think about, but we need to make sure that we're taking care of our future. In every realm of the word.
And then you also don't want, if you have children from a previous marriage.
Right.
And this is something I recently found out also. A spouse is entitled to their ex-spouse's, I guess, like pension, Social Security, if they've been married longer than 10 years.
Yes. Yep. I know someone who's getting her husband's pension as we speak because of it.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yep.
So if you are divorced,
and they've been divorced like forever.
Yeah, if you been divorced, but you were married to your spouse longer than 10 years.
While they were working at that job and had that pension. At the commence of the pension.
Okay. So if they say they were at Duran Glass for 10 years, while you were married to them for that 10 years, then you are entitled to that pension from Duran Glass.
Correct.
Even if you've been divorced for like 18 billion years.
Yes.
Wow.
But if that pension was acquired after you got divorced, you don't get a penny.
Which normally, the pension was acquired during the marriage.
Right.
Normally, yes.
Right. But you have to be, you could be separated with somebody, but still legally married and still be entitled to their pension.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That just does not seem fair. To me, it just doesn't seem fair. I don't know.
I like to call that white collar crime.
Yeah,
because you can get away with it.
Wow.
Even knowing what's right, but you can get away with it.
Because if you've been divorced for numerous amount of years, then move on. Like, just,
But sometimes I wonder if women stay married because of that.
Because and people stay at jobs just to get vested. They stay at jobs they hate because they got to make that 10 years.
Legally married on paper just to stay vested in their husband.
Yeah. Because I've known people 10 years. I got their 10 years. 10 years I get vested. Be miserable as pie, but they're going to stay there 10 years so they can get vested.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Welcome to 2017. I think we've seen everything and anything that's possibly can be done financially.
Wow. I just realized that.
Yep. And a family member, she thought she was married to her husband, but he was married previous and never got divorced from him. When he got sick and got Social Security, so did the current wife. The wife that was still married to him.
Yeah.
Right. Where she didn't.
Because I've known people, I'm not going to. This was back in the day, too, where the wife, they were together. He was separated from his wife for years, but he was still legally married. And they were living together, him and the girlfriend, for years, like years. And then he was dying, and then the lady took the deed to have him sign it on his deathbed.
Wow. Because
if not, she wouldn't have, everything would have went to the wife.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Listen up, people. These lessons are knowledge. There's some wisdom.
And that's just drama. You really don't. Who want to be asking somebody dying to sign? Can you sign this, please? Can you sign this house over to me, please?
That's.
I don't mean to bother you right now.
Right,
I know you're dying.
but I need you to give me my POA.
Could you just sign this before you take that last breath?
Thank you. So listen up, people. It's important. Prenups are important. No matter how much money you earn, it's important. It protects you. It protects your relationship. It protects them. It's transparency. It's important. You know what I mean? Us as people of color need to understand that we have rights even within our relationships.
And it's just to even just get the ball talking about, you should be talking to the person that you're getting ready to marry.
Stop making it about fluffy rose-colored
glasses.
Everything's
not fluffy. So you should really be talking to the person you're getting ready to marry about their finances.
You have a choice. You can consider it thinking it's fluffy, and at the end want to walk across and just smack the person across the table when you're breaking up. Or you can discuss it now, so that way whatever discussion you have, you can actually see if you're meant to be together. Because if you can discuss finances without getting mad at one another, you are almost there.
Yes. Finances is when people start talking about money, it gets real funny. Talk about money and it gets real funny.
Right. Because that's their livelihood. That's what protects.
Protects
this is
their
how
happiness.
We pay
Rent. This is how we keep a roof over our head, electric, gas. Like, these things, divorces can cost you for years.
True.
Financially, it can really...
Licking your wounds, people, for years. Divorces can make you lick your wounds. okay, wondering what the hell, why the hell, who the hell.
And why didn't I?
Right.
Why didn't I?
But with a prenup, it's all taken care of.
Yes. And in that way, there's no thoughts throughout the relationship. Like, oh, God. And then prenups, like a lot of people stay in relationships because they cannot afford to go anywhere else. So they stay in relationships that aren't healthy.
Toxic.
Because now they can't afford to go anywhere.
I hope you guys are enjoying these pearls because it took a lot of research and wounds for ourselves to get here.
I know the one guy, he was like, when I told him, I said, yeah, because when I asked him, and he's like, well, would you? I said, absolutely. I wouldn't get married without one.
Right.
And he was like, I didn't think you was that kind of person. You know, you just didn't kind of seem. I said, listen, I'm almost 45 years old. You can break my heart, but you're not going to break my pocket. I said, that's one thing you're not going to do. I said, you know how many times my heart been broke? It don't faze me no more. Don't even bother.
She's numb to it.
I'm like, oh, you leaving? Oh, okay.
But
whatever.
She ain't numb to her pocket.
Nah, man.
What do you mean I can't go shopping next week?
I'll be in an orange jumpsuit for real. Yes.
Over money.
Oh, yeah. And it's not about the love of money. It's just that I've worked to get to where I am now. And to have somebody just swindle me out of it because they want to bat their eyeballs and think they that fine. No. Nah. Nope.
You can't get there.
Nope. Nope. And that's why a lot of times, too, people have to you have to be on the same, one individual can't be here.
Right.
In life. And that is mentally, physically, financially, emotionally, spiritually. And then have someone here in life and think you guys are going to
balance each other.
No.
Because the one who's above is not going to come back down that low.
That level, yes.
Right. So if you got to be balanced mentally, especially financially, I think that's
no, financially that's not as long as the person, because gone are the days where the man makes the most money. Yeah, he's the breadwinner. Correct. And nowadays the women, you're a stay-at-home mom, fantastic. Your husband's banking, because nowadays the dog got to work. The dog, the fish, stuff is expensive. Everybody in the house got to go to work. Right. So no more the days where, it's just a husband. There are women who make more money than their husbands. And that should never be a problem at all. No. It's just a role reversal because in society we're just so used to saying men make the most money, women stay at home.
But some people don't catch up. We're evolving. Cumberland County hasn't caught up to that mind frame.
Yeah. It's just like, okay, it's just women make more money. So what?
Right.
But to the mentality part and being financially responsible.
Correct.
Because you don't have to make a lot of money to be financially responsible. You don't. No. People think, you got to make thousands of dollars a year. No. You can make $15,000 and have a beautiful credit score.
Which can afford the nice house, which in turn can afford the nice car. Even though everything is financed, but it's possible.
Yes.
But
like you don't have to have people think, I only make $15,000. I knew somebody was making $28,000 and had a 700 credit score. So it's not how much you make, it's how you manage your finances.
Right.
Yeah, it's how you manage your finances.
Well, get those prenups, people. Sit down and have those conversations with your significant others. You know, no matter how far along you are in the relationship, I think you need to be talking about finances as soon as you know that your relationship is evolving into something serious.
Something serious, yeah.
You're no longer just dating.
I mean, don't meet him one day and tell him how,
right. It's no longer dating.
Now.
I would say after year 2, it's time to really think about it, especially if that's the only person you're seeing.
And especially nowadays, because one person had mentioned to me, nowadays marriage sometimes isn't always about love. It's about convenience sometimes.
True.
Health insurance or a place to stay. People get married for different reasons.
That's the sad part.
Well, I don't know.
Well, that's sort of like an arranged marriage.
Yeah, it's like an arranged. I mean, when I was talking to my ex, I had because we was talking, and I was like, I'm trying to stop working, like full time at 55.
Okay.
I said then I would like to really focus on the practice, teaching, supervision. I said the only thing I'd be missing is health insurance. So he proposed a little something. Let's see what happens around that time. Listen, he nice guy with good health insurance. Like, I need health insurance.
She's exposing herself on air.
That's not illegal. That's not illegal.
No one said that it was illegal.
Marrying somebody for health insurance, that's not illegal.
No. Are you guys living together?
Look, if he can tolerate me.
I don't want no parts of this show.
If he can tolerate me, we might live together. What I would do for health insurance?
Yeah, you're going to get married for health insurance. If that's not prearranged, what is it? It ain't love.
I like him a lot. I'm just saying, people get married for different reasons.
You're right. You're right.
And that's why a prenup really should be in place
exactly.
at that point.
If you're getting married for health insurance, you better
yeah.
be.
Protect yourself on that one because, definitely for just health insurance.
So when she turns 50 and she automatically sends you a wedding invitation, you know, because you heard it here first. Don't send her gifts.
Nah, I don't need one.
Just give her checks for deductibles. Because at the end of the day, Zell is going.
Well, he asked me for something too, so he was like, "Well, we can help each other." So it wasn't like that's what I'm saying. Prenup.
Okay, should I?
We discussed things.
Should I ask what he asked you for?
Oh, he wanted to do some venture thing. So if he wanted to kind of like go back to school, so he could work like part time and go to school full time.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, cool. As long as you keep your health insurance, you know what I'm saying? We might could talk about this. Prenup. We want prenup.
That should have been our opening song today. Because Zell right here is doggone serious.
I'm definitely serious, yes. I would definitely get a prenup, though.
I would, too, with my experiences.
Yeah.
I definitely would. I definitely would, just for the mere fact that I've been there.
And I think a lot of people that went through horrible divorces, and some of the people that did answer, like, abruptly were people that did go through divorces.
Wow. So they were already on it.
They were like, yes, next time, no. There would be no question. I don't care if it's Mother Teresa and they're a saint. I don't care. They're like, no, I want a prenup.
It's a horrible thing to pick up after.
To pick up after, yeah.
Because when you're divorcing, it's not only the emotional baggage that you're carrying along. Now it's financial damage that now is going on past a divorce.
And especially if you have houses together, a house together, if you got cars, credit cards.
It doesn't matter who went out on the marriage.
It doesn't matter, yeah.
The debt
it's
doesn't
the debt.
care. The
doesn't
care.
It doesn't matter if you go to court and say, well, he cheated 8,000 times. Well, the credit card didn't cheat. So you got to pay half.
Right.
Yeah.
So get those prenups, people. Sit down and have conversations.
I won't
real conversations.
Open up. And my mom was even like, she said, you're so selfish. You just I didn't raise you like that. I don't know where you get it from your daddy.
Well, back in the day, it wasn't necessary because back in the day, the woman usually stayed home raising the kids and the husband provided. And he knew what he had to provide for because guess what? If the kids and the wife are on the street, happy house, happy wife,
yes.
Happy house. So they made sure that was taken care of. Call it Stedford or whatever you want to call it, but that's how it was.
That's how it was back then.
Now it's a whole nother ball game.
Because that's it. I wouldn't even get a joint checking account if I'm married.
But now, like you said, even the dog has to work.
The dog got to go work.
Because everything has gotten to a point that it's completely expensive.
It's too expensive for just... And now, if you making like $300,000 a year, yeah, your wife can probably stay home.
Right, but why?
But
anyway.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, if you're, like 50, 60,000, everybody gotta go to work.
Right.
But I would never even put a checking account, like have a joint checking account. Because I heard my mom's my mom's like, even if I'm married, my mom's like, I'm like, why? And she's like, you do it for the bills. And I'm like, I'm not doing that.
I can understand a joint account that you both put in for the bills.
No. Just give me the money to pay the bill. That's it. Or you pay it. And I'm not doing that.
Why?
I'm just not.
Why?
Okay, this is the reason why. I was about 20-something. I was working at the casinos. And I was with my then boyfriend. We were together for about 7 years. So we were thinking about getting a joint checking account together. So the one lady, I was talking to her. She was a secretary when I was in housekeeping. And she was upset that day. And she said that her sister was married for almost like 30 years with her husband.
Mm-hmm.
The husband, they had a daughter maybe about 13 years old. Husband went to work one Friday, kissed her. Love you. Bye, honey. Have a nice day. He never came home. So she's scared. Like, he just had the briefcase going to work. So she's scared. Called the police. Police, 48 hours.
Right.
Can't find, can't look for her.
Mm-hmm.
Something just told her to go to the bank that Monday. $125,000 he took out of the bank.
That day.
Gone. Lost the house. House went into foreclosure. She wound up moving back with her mom.
Wow.
I would have kissed my daughter. I'd have been like, Mommy loves you. But she get ready to go kill your daddy. Come visit Mommy in jail.
Wow. So that
Yes.
ever since then, you were like, no.
Ever since then, I didn't even, and when I heard that, and sometimes you just hear things for reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was kind of eating me with the checking account. I'm like, do I really want to? That, I was like, oh, I'm okay. No. Mm-mm.
But just because it happens to one person,
I
doesn't mean
don't care.
So you're
$125,000 gone.
But that's a smart decision, but
Gone.
But not everyone works on that
Gone.
mind frame.
120. If he would have
She
took,
should have had a prenup.
if he would have took $20 out of my account, I'd have probably had at least a salt charge.
She gonna go cut somebody for $20.
No, I would just have salt charge. Simple salt. Simple. Just smack him. Simple salt. No big deal.
Yeah, where's my money?
Money. You took my money out of the bank.
That's a shame. But back to the topic.
God help the man that gonna deal with me.
Yeah, God help him, because right now she usually tells me that. Stop being so hard on them. But
I'm not. Or I'm really loving.
No, you're telling me not to be hard on
I know,
them,
but I'm loving.
Yeah, you are.
Just when it comes to money.
Honey, you ready to kill somebody just for $20.
I'll cook you meals. I will wash your clothes. I will,
So she'll be the one with a prenup way before you even ask.
Oh, it'll be already drawn.
In other words, she doesn't need your input.
As soon as he be like, I love you, I'll be like, sign this. Just sign that right there. Thank you. Love you too, honey. Love you too.
It's important, once again, to get a prenup to learn who it is that you're dealing with financially, emotionally,
and
mentally.
that way that part can just be out of the way.
Because it's in the even flow. You can't be with somebody who's not going to protect you as much as you're going to protect them.
Yourself and protect yourself. If you see that I'm protecting myself like this, you need to be at the same level of protecting me. Then you need to say, that's not a problem. I'll sign it. Because not only does it protect me, it protects you too.
Right.
What if I mess up? What if I go out there and cheat or something like that?
Right.
You know what I mean? And the people always think, oh, the man's going to cheat. What if the woman cheats? What if she's the one that handed him the prenup and she go run out there and cheat? Or, vice versa. It protects both parties.
Doesn't protect from the hurt. We're not talking about that. It
not the hurt.
It protects you in every other materialistic way.
Well, it protects you from the double hurt.
Yeah,
because divorce is emotionally painful.
Right.
But then you get that finance on top of it. You can't even think about healing from a divorce when you're dealing with all the other stuff.
Correct.
So.
Correct.
Yeah. And the one woman, she told me she's been married 30 plus years. She said her and her husband talk about it all the time. And they update stuff. And they, she said he knows who handles what and who handles this, who handles that. She said, and we're fine with it.
see, back in the day, that would be a discussion that you would have with your spouse, and it'd be okay because your word was your word. Now words have become so damn flimsy. It's not. Even
Oh yeah,
funny.
and no, but they have lawyers. They go to lawyers. They have stuff drawn up. Yeah, they go to lawyers. Yes.
Good for them.
Yeah, because she's established, he's established.
Right.
So it's protecting both of them. You know what I mean?
That's a beautiful place to be because at the end of the day, if you're not protecting yourself, who you really protecting?
And if the marriage works, then the prenup it's not even a
don't
problem.
matter.
Yeah,
Right.
Don't even matter. So
no, it's not.
your focus should be this marriage is going to work.
Right.
Like, so we don't even have to discuss this. We don't have to think about this prenup.
But we're discussing it now, so we were both on the same
page. And we're, this can get out of the way. We can focus on having a beautiful marriage so we don't have to even worry about that prenup.
Right.
So.
Right. Wow. We're down to another 5 minutes for the show.
So, yes, next week, I don't know what I'm going to talk about next week. But I go see my trainer today. I'm going to keep celebrating my birthday, and I go to my trainer tomorrow morning.
Oh, you're not going to go today to see your trainer?
No. I was going to work. I was like, it's my birthday. I've been working out, like, hard, super hard. You see, I did a 2-minute and 4-second plank.
You working up to what, 5 minutes?
2-minute, 4-second plank. And it was like this little girl there.
So wait a minute, while you're planking, I know you're talking mess to yourself, like, oh, God.
I thought my spine was going to, like, break off. This pain hit, and I thought I was paralyzed. I was so, God, I can't even move. I'm like, you start shaking and convulsing. Yeah, because you're like, and I'm just like, I had stars.
Are you doing a plank on your hands or on your forearms?
Forearms.
On a yoga ball or
the mat?
On the mat.
You just pushing it.
I'm just asking.
I did a plank 1 minute and 3 seconds with a 12-pound weight on my back. I did do that.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right now.
Yeah. And my trainer one day, little girl. Well, she wasn't a little girl. So I'm sorry. She was a woman. She did like a 2-minute plank. He was like, she could do it too. And I said, she's like 25 pounds and 20 years old. I got to lift all this. I got to hold all this up. All 180.
45 pounds. 45 years
yeah.
of this body.
I'm 20 years older than this chick. And I'm 180 pounds bigger than her.
So how many days do you go?
And we work out with partners. We try to do 2 days in the park, but the rain, of course, been lately. So we do 2 days at the gym, 1 day a week with the trainer. And then sometimes I'll do like 2 days at home.
So you're working out 5 days?
Yep.
Wow. Consecutively or break in between?
Usually consecutively. But some Saturdays, like sometimes I won't do a Sunday. Mm-hmm. And then we get into like a plank competition now. Because Kristen's like, she's telling me, oh, we did it the first time and I beat her by 1 second. I didn't like go crazy. I wasn't all like, oh, really? Bragging. And then we did it again, and I had 1 minute and 39, and she had 1 minute 45. And when I say she went bananas in the gym, screaming, running, loser, you're a loser. I beat her. But she interrupted. The lady was getting signed up. She interrupted that. She was like, oh, I'm sorry. I just wanted to let you know I was a loser. And I'm sitting here like, all right, bet. And she's younger than me.
Competitive.
She's like 27. So like now I'm hot.
Oh,
now I'm like, all right, bet. Watch this. Like, and
so that's why you're posting now.
2 minutes and 4 seconds. We are tied now. If I could have just held on.
Do you think she's competitive?
If I could have held on.
I think she's competitive. She going
for blood. Yeah, my spine was about to split and I couldn't. I was just like, so just hold. I was like, I'm
Are you going for blood this time?
Yeah, I am.
When's your next show? When's your next?
I think we're going to meet Wednesday. It's like to the point now, I just want to, like, I was in the mall the other day. I just wanted to drop down to a plank, like, in the middle of the mall. Like, I'm just like, how the runner's high? I got, like, a plank high now, and I just want to plank all over the place.
Oh, Lord. Just help her. Help whoever she goes out in public with.
Yeah, I just want to drop and plank now. But now it's like, I really got to work on, we're doing more cardio when we work out, though, with Kristen, yeah. And I got to, talk to my trainer about, because, like, my thighs are starting to look like Serena's. I was like, oh. I was in the shower like, whoa, wait a minute. We got to lean these babies out. I was like, we're going to start leaning these jokers out, yeah.
So what's he having you doing now?
Well, he had me up in them chains looking like 12 years a slave, doing squats and all that stuff.
Good Lord, help her.
Yeah.
Help her.
I listened to him. No, I didn't complain. I didn't backtalk him.
No, of course she didn't. She just complained and backtalked him on Facebook.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. He was scared of me. I don't care. He was scared. Every time I talk, he do, because I used to be like, I'm not doing that. Why are we doing that? That's stupid. I'm not doing it. For what? And he'd be like, okay, well, let's do this exercise.
She done punked her trainer.
He's like, okay, let's do this exercise.
She done punked her trainer.
All right, never mind.
That don't even make any sense. But you know what? We're going to come back next week, and hopefully her trainer will have punked her. I should go to the gym with you just to make sure he does. But I won't, because I love you.
I told him one day, I saw fist fight you first before I do a burpee.
I hate them too. Don't feel bad.
I'm not doing that. Is something I'm not. I told him I'll straight fist fight you before I even think about doing that. I might lose, but guess what? I won't do one of them. It's like I won't.
We will see you next Monday.
Yes.
Hopefully it'll be another great topic.
And again, thank you for all the birthday shout outs. I had a beautiful birthday today.
It ain't. She acting like it's over.
No, it ain't.
You working tomorrow?
I don't go back to work till Thursday.
So there you go. So next Monday, we'll see how bloodshot her eyes are. Because even though this is her birthday weekend, I think this is going to go on for the whole month.
No, I promise I'm going to do better.
Like I said.
I'm going to get my life together. I'm going to get it together.
We'll talk about July and her getting her life together.
All right, I'm going to get my life together.
Right now, her 2-minute plank is her highlight for her birthday.
And 4 seconds. Thank you. 2 minutes and 4 seconds.
You guys have a great week. And if you are in relationships, make sure you have that sit down with your partner.
Yes. We want prenup. We want prenup.
We know Zell wants prenups. But make sure you love one another and take care of one another. That's the most important part of Mind Elevation.
Good night.